Hope you guys are doing well. So continuing on our journey in Swift, today we will be designing another UI, and then we will try to understand like how the UI has been built, and we'll learn a little bit about the different views as well that we are going to use, and we'll try to understand how the views are working. And so once um yeah, and then we will go on from there. So uh oh, just let me close this. Oh, so just let me check if the stream is up and running. So if you go to stream, I will learn use new views as well as we code it. So stream manager, yeah, so this is basically the app that we are going to build, right? This is our this is another version of web app, but then so we are not having API usage right now. We will see that later on. uh, okay. And then we'll try to understand how are the API, like how. So we'll try to understand a new layout view. So basically and then we'll try to understand the properties of that view. And then so once we have that, then we will uh, try to implement in this view. Okay. uh, yeah, just give 2-3 minutes so that the pencil is charged. Once, let me check everything is, yeah. Okay, so today we would be talking about ScrollViews, right? Basically where we are going to make scrollable items, and we will see like little bit properties about them, how they are working, and how you can add in our code, right? So if you see the view here, so this is basically my okay, it's 7200. Change the image is something that we need to shrink. This image is, so like this is our going to be our scrollable container, right? So basically when you scroll it, you will be able to see, but then this scroll is enabled. Like I'm going to scroll it this way, right? You can just touch it around this way. If you are going this way, then it will take move towards the left, and here it should move to the right. So before we code with that, let's see another example of a scroll view. Okay, let's see this. Does it copy everything? Oh no. I guess you have to do is you do. Okay, so basically right now we are implementing this. First we'll see how ScrollView is going to work, and then we'll implement that. So this is a scroll which is going to be in this direction. So yeah, let's open our Xcode. So let's go to Xcode. Oh yeah, it has opened. I don't know why. Maybe don't open it here. Is it connected? I don't know why it's, yeah. Let me do one thing. Let's get this thing out. Okay, so let's open Xcode. So we're going to open our Xcode. This is okay. So let's clear out everything here, and let's start with a fresh thing. This is basically the weather app that we are. Yeah, let's only have. Yeah, let's get rid of the views as well. Okay, so let's go back to, yeah, let's shorten that. And so what we can do is this is, yeah, right. So let's, oh no, I need this thing. This is, let's try to get this thing on the top right hand side, and then uh, let's arrange the screen. Let me check. Yeah, so now let's, so basically we are trying to have this for loop, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to declare an array. This is when we are going to make it like a state array so that it can be accessed, right, even on refresh. No, I'll have to add that. So what we are going to do is we are going to add in a state array here. Let's, so basically I've added my state array, and then yeah. So now basically is about, I'm going to build my scroll view. So this is my scroll view here. So right now I haven't given any parentheses, right? Let's have this thing. So this is my scroll view. Yeah, but then let's have this thing. Let's format it properly so that it's just of inside. But it was inside, but then yeah, just little bit. Now okay, so now inside this scroll view I'm going to do and have and generate the text list, right? So this is basically so we need the unique identification, right? So this is the names array, and then in the text I'm just going to have, so basically you have this text coming in right now. Let's have this thing in an edge tag, because we need edge, each of this element should be together combined. So this is the loop, right? So now instead of having name in, Okay, let's do stack here, and then let's have the parentheses, right? So now in that I'm going to you just add in. So this has to be name. Okay, this is name in, and then you come in and add in the name over here. Okay, so now I'm so let's change the color, right? Let's give it a style, say primaries little bit, and then let's add the system image. So you go to image, this is add in the image view, but they need the system one, right? And then what are we going to add is check check mark, and then dot seal. Now you have got the seals. Now I need equal spacing between each elements, right? So you kind of, after first element I need a spacer so that they are spaced wide apart on the screen. So add in a spacer. uh, but then this is the horizontal stack, right? So yeah, it's going to be aligned along the we have moved it towards. So after each, there is the space will be after each horizontal thing. And now, so we need to change this to green as well. So let's apply we are giving a foreground. We can do font as well, but then okay, let's make it so the ticks have become green. Now after every element I need some space, right? uh the way, yeah, just add in little bit padding. So we are going to add in but then this is going to come after the, I don't know how useful this padding is going to be. Oh, so after, so this padding, so for each, right? Oh, so the way this is going to get is evaluated first is this, and then so once I, oh yeah, once I exit this edge stack, then I've given inner contains the view, right? So this is the for loop, and okay, that sounds cool. And then what you can do is, um, yeah, let's give it a separate background color so that it's little bit up, and we need that line as well, right? That also has to be strong. So you can do, let's do background, and then even this needs a view, right? So do color dot white, and let's have a shadow so that it kind of gets little bit lifted. So do drop, and then now when I do this, okay, so radius is 1, and then now you see these lines have come here, right? That is okay, 1, and then there is something called as, let's make it rounded. So you do rounded rectangle, and then yeah, okay. And now let's add in a padding as well on the bottom. So here is going to add in a padding as well. So let's add that, and then okay, let's say this is bottom padding. So you come here and mention that it is bottom, and then the, so I've got this thing ready right now. So you see the so right now it's trying to fit everything on the screen, right? Which instance method, there's something just come. this color dot white, that shadow, and I've added this drop inside. Oh, I missed. Did I miss a parenthesis? Oh, I guess, yeah. The parenthesis has to be completed. Expected. Oh, let's get rid of this thing. See, now it has. So now max. Okay, but if so I still okay. So now let's add 2 or 3 more elements here. Let's say. Oh, so now you see that scrolling effect has to come in. Wait, see, now it's not seen, but when you scroll it up, it brings you there. Or let's add little more elements so that you know it is more clearly visible. Yeah. So now you make that scroll as comment, right? And so it's sticking to the right of the edge, right? What you can do is, so inside the you can inside this scroll view first. Let me change the font style. So let make it a little bit bigger, and then so now it's, yeah, now it's looking. Now you see this is all coming down, and then let's add in a padding little bit in horizontal direction so that we can shift it a little bit. Let's go here. Yeah, so that's like this is now shifted, right? So you see this space. So now it's looking good, right? So you have scrollable elements right now. So the moment you scroll this bar, it's going to come up, right? So right now this is a vertical scroll, but we need to check how to. So this is coming in vertical because I have the edge stack. What if I change this to VStack? Now this is how, but then the scrolling is default in. Okay. Now there is something. Let's let it. Oh, the scroll is not. So what if I want to add this vertical scrolling here? Like, yeah, this is scroll horizontal. Oh, so I can. There is something called as axis. So in this instance, you okay? I'm going to add an initializer that is going to do that scrolling. So you go axis dot set, and then by default it's going to be vertical. Let me check this to horizontal, and then let's, yeah, I have the. So now scroll. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, I got this. Now axis has no member set. Oh, this has to be. Is it? But this is the elements are still not. Mm, and I'm not able to. This okay. The scrolling has right now been 11, but these elements are in horizontal stack. Uh, so horizontal is, then this has to. So what is happening is each element here is getting placed horizontally. For example, this is placed horizontally, this is horizontally, and now I have set this axis to be horizontal, but there is some catch which I'm missing. No, what if I make this? So this is only going to enable the scroll looks like. So when I do this, so this is basically going to set my scroll, and then I have the so this is the edge tag which is coming here, and in that I'm layering the elements horizontally, right? So horizontal, no. So what is getting horizontally laid is this and this, this and this, this and this. Oh, so I got this. But now this outside, oh, I see what's happening here. Let's get back to our board. So the edge stack is inside the for, right? And whatever is inside this, so inside this I have two members, right? One is the text and the image, right? So these are going to be placed horizontally. So this is going to be my text, and then here is the image, right? And on similar lines, this is going, if I have this box, this is going to be my text, this is going to be my image. So this is how that box is building up, right? Now what we need to do is but then this box is getting built in normal for each direction, that has to be vertical, right? What we need to do right now is this text has to appear horizontally, and then that for each inside has to come. What we want is, oh, yeah, so we need here elements, right? So this is one, this is another, this is another, right? This is vertical. Okay, so what we can do is this for each has to come inside an you add in a stack here. And let's try to place that. Yeah, let's get all the content from here. Okay, right now, oh, so I guess the boxes have become too big for the screen. Now this is okay. Let's get rid of this padding. We don't need this padding anymore. And then yeah, just have this thing right now. There's no padding or something. Also, still, oh, the spacer is in the horizontal. Okay, let's get rid of the spacer so that they're sticking to each other. But the box is still big. Okay, let's let's only keep the text. Can I scroll this thing? Okay, what I can do is, yeah, just okay. Does it enable? Does it? The indicators is going to be downside, right? So you come here and then uh, do there is something called as show indicator, that is basically like that scroll bar that is going to come in, I feel. So right now I made this thing true. Why isn't the, so I've set it to vertical. Oh, But now I don't want it scrolling to be vertical, right? I want the scroll to be horizontal itself. So now when I, oh yeah, so okay, I get. Let's let's keep this thing this way. Let's remove that indicator and just change this scrolling. So right now it is going to scroll this way, but we need it horizontal. So the moment I do, so see the name and text have come, so you can scroll it this way. Yeah, it's so this is like an horizontal scroll, right? Which we want even in there. We need this horizontal scrolling effect. Then you can change the size and work with the size. So that's what in our project as well we'll be doing. But then there is one more thing that we need to take care of. You see there, so here there will be having some sort of uh, safe area, right? So this is all my safe area. You see this space? This is that safe area thing. And even in on the right hand side there is going to be a space which is going to leave. So let's see, there is something we can do. Now safe area insets. Now what does this do is, this is a modifier safe area inset. Okay, first there is yeah, let's understand this modifier. No, no. So yeah, there is something called as one is something which will be reserved, right, where you will be having the buttons. The other is basically, yeah, by default it won't let us have the. So what does it do? So ignore safe area is basically you can add in beyond the safe area, right? The rows will scroll behind the safe area instead. When you get to the bottom, the last row will show completely outside of it. Mm. Let's see how. Let's see if area is inset is working. Let's see that. Okay. So Let me see how the safe area is working. So the safe area is the central area. Okay. Oh, I see what's happening. So this is how um, the view is going to be looking like. So any view will be present in this safe area. What if you want to push that into the insert? And what if it's so if it's an insert view, by default it will come here. So if it's an insert view, right? So it should come. It can be placed here. So provide so insert views can be placed onto, right? There has to be an insert view. Condition is that. So what if it's a normal? If it's an if other than insert views, all will be present in this area, right? So what if you want to push that view to the insert? So we can do something called as dot safe area inset. Yeah, basically it's going to move the view to the insert because by default, so yeah, this is going to be doing that. We are going to add that safe area inset modifier. So what I can do is, so this is my scroll view, right? So okay, let this orient. Let us make it vertical. So now it oh, scrolling has come vertically, but then since this is in the edge stack, right? I just need to get rid of this stack. Yeah, so now the scrolling has come along the x, right? And then what we can do is, yeah, so this is I guess the scroll thing, right? So we need to add something. Yeah, let's right now not worry about the font. Let's add in that safe area inset. So it was safe area Oh yeah, there is this. So which inset is, so by default it's going to be bottom, so it's coming down. And then so this is a view, so you can add in something, some text or something. You can say, you can add in a text in here. uh, Missing argument level edge. Oh yeah, this has to be edge. So edge is, oh no, this has to be small case. And then inside the VStack I'm going to, so now it's, remember this has come now, what do you say, beyond the safe area. Zero text, and then you add in something like hi, and then you give this like a padding or background. So you do say a background, and then let's do, so there are some default as well. Do the, oh yeah, oh, so you see this padding, this has come down. And then now, okay, let's add, uh now let's add in the font, right? So you do font, and then make it, right, title. Okay, so yeah, this has come, but then if I need this thing to spread all around, um yeah, just add in a divider, so that that is going to, it's an empty block view that is going to come down there. You see this block has come there. So the thing with this is, so if I'm scroll, so the, yeah, it's scrolling behind the divider, you see, it's scrolling behind the safe area inset. So if I make this, this is right, so I can add in over here as well. So if I make this at top, then it should go up. The safe area has gone up. So if I do up scroll, you see that is how it's going to work. Wow. This came in iOS 15 though, a newly introduced feature. Now you can do, so similarly you can do leading as well. Like this is top. So if I want to lead it, so it has come here, right? So this insert has come here. The scrolling is vertical, right? Because this is our, okay. The disable scrolling, we can disable scrolling using adding a, so right now it's scrollable, right? What if after some action you want, so you want the user to have that facility. So here, we can, before the safe area we can do something called as, okay, let the safe area go down. Let's add in a, this is scroll, yeah, disable, and then it's taking a bool. So what if we do, uh let's say we are calling disable, uh, you can add, can this with the modifier, but I'm not, it's not prompting me. Disable, cannot find, I guess it has to be defined. Oh yeah, I'm having that. Okay, instead of that I can add in a bool value, right? Oh, basically you can pass in a state, so you can do dot scroll, and then you can say this is disabled, it needs a disabled. Oh, what the best thing to do is just to prompt it to do. Okay, and then now it's true, right? So the scroll has gone out. See, if you see, preview has crashed. But if I enable it, so if I do, okay, if I make this as false, oh, the thing by the preview is crashing is this. I got, yeah, here this has to come safe area, right? So the scroll has, now it's false. Now let's disable it. So you can, so now it should, yeah, we won't be able to scroll now, although it has that functionality, but we have stop that. So inside the yeah, he has added that toggle view here inside this, but that's okay. So if I by default it's going to be false, right? Because that is the only job of scrolling. And there is something called a scroll bounce behavior as well. So you can scroll, yeah. So now this is, and then so behaviors. Oh, so what if we say this is no, this is behavior, and then yeah, you can add this directly. So you can say based on own source. Let's get rid of this thing here, safe area. Let's make it bottom. Yeah, so now you can enable scroll bounce behavior bounces when you pull up or down too far based on the content. If it goes, isn't that by default? There is something called as paging as well. Yeah, you can target as, there is something called as scrolling views. Let me check. We can track the current item being displayed within scroll view. So we can track what is the current. No, there is something. No, tracking visible view. This is the for each, right? You can track the current item being displayed within the scroll view. Within, create a property to track the current item, and then scroll position modifier. Aligning views. There is something. What is it trying to say? Oh, so basically, what scroll position does is, uh, We can track the currently visible item in the scroll view. So you can track the current item. Okay. Like for example number or something. Then what is this scrolling? What is this scrolling colors view? Oh, scroll view is basically to create that grid of colors. Okay. And then content margins is you can add also target a specific part. For example, scroll indicators. Uh, so everything can be changed. The scrolling color view is basically like a grid like thing that comes up. This is that grid is making. Scroll view color. No, this is not. Mm, Where was that? What is this paging behavior? What is pagination though? Oh, so what we can do is we can have that carousel kind of behavior, right? We like one thing coming on one. So, uh, so these are like additional features. First is you can enable like pagination. Then you can track the item. And one more thing that you can do is basically you can add a you can track the specific part of the scroll view. Okay. Yeah, so that is all for scroll views. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in another one, in another video with the navigation stack, and we'll see like distinguishing between list and navigation stack, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so that's all for this lesson. Please subscribe to my channel, and see you guys in the next one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye. The next one we'll starting with navigation links. We'll start with the navigation stack, and we'll try to understand the distinguishing between list, navigation stack, and little bit more items. So that's all for this session. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys in the next one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.